when you watch movie in this time, you realize, you know, you have this done probably want to get to this man and don't care how him try to break this man. He can't break. You know, as soon as you get to the female, you know, the female give him up easily. You know, the female, you know, once you put a gun to the female head, he will give everything, even his children. You know? So you realize the easiest way to conquer, you know, you break the female. Cause even in our Woolwich time, what Woolwich do? Woolwich, you know, destroy the male and what the female look. The female every time she give birth to a child, you know, she teach the child the slave masters ways of life because she's the only one that the slave master could get to easily without any form of um, you know, hardship. So in the need to try to not too hard because the females was an easy channel, you know, to channel certain information or him want certain things to display. So it was quite easy in that way. So to break a male was that it was too hard. It was a challenge, you know. So once you I even know, you know, them want to destroy a whole entire family window. Them couldn't destroy the family while the male in the house. So them kick out the male, see, and reteach the female of all these laws and things we see now. You know, as you see that the females right now going home that didn't work for. You know, kick out the male and the female get it all. You know, get it all, get the house, get this and the kids and everything. And they have the male walking up and down the street, you know, um, because the system giving the female the power, you know, you realize the home get destroyed. And because the home get destroyed now, you have a whole nation get destroyed. Because guess what? Now the head of the home now is the female. So it's a case where you know that if you want to break a nation, give the female in charge. If you want to break a nation, you know. So so-called weapon, the devil, you know, the deceiver, see this. So him use it against the people, which is quite easy, you know. For the two is knowing the judgment of God that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Hey, if you realize logics, you know, things that with more sense, you realize men have a more heavy reasonability when it comes to that because men have still have a fear in them, you know. See, but when you realize to steer a man, it would have it most time it take a woman to do that. Because a man would fear the most to a point and give his life and a woman would just come and just, you know, sway him. That's why Job is so important. That's why Job's story is so important to us. Because his wife almost swayed him. He said, all your punishment is still a service God. You know? All your punishment is still a service God. He said, yo, woman, go one side. So, because the devil enter her now, because the easy channel to manipulate Job, you know, he couldn't enter Job, so he entered the woman. So, because Job is so strong in faith, he said, woman, stay one side, you know. Psalms are the same, you know, but Psalms story, so the solution is different because they're losing strength because of him giving it to woman. But to show you the weaker vessel is important to follow the stronger one, which is the man. You understand? So what the so-called white man to find the loophole in the home to move the male and destroy the home by putting the female in charge. See, many women might say this is, you know, whatever, but hey, it's the truth. So let me read by the scripture. I say Proverbs 8 And 30 said, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. So to hate to hate evil, you start to develop the fear of what the Most High can bring at your doorstep. Because like I started off with, a lot of things took place in this time, you know, that we all should be feared. Because it is just the beginning of what to come. I mean, we have seen thousand dies, we have seen earthquake move, we have seen the river of Euphrates dried up. That's a part of prophecy right there. We have seen the great D. Trump, Donald J. Trump, you know, proving the scripture once more that, um, them whole mouth will fall upon them. See? If the devil divided by itself, it can't rule. And we have seen where NATO and the rest of the country, everybody are pre them while now. We have seen these things. So how can we not fear the Most High when him say, hey, we're going to come for his people, save them from sin, from the so-called white man. White man is the devil, of doing all these things. How can we not fear? How can we not fear when him tell us, hey, he's going to bring this house down? Because it's full of wickedness, it's full of corruption, it's full of nastiness. See? And like I said earlier, but then I used to have a respect for my entertainers. What I mean, the dancehall artists or the reggae artists, because they used to carry a certain morals. They used to carry a strength of certain morality when it come on to living. Like for instance, I just mentioned few, no homosexual that are one side, no having sex and for a woman menstruation, no idolatry, no witchcraft, no, many of these things, worshiping different gods, running down the FRN, who used to have our entity and teaching these things in their song daily. Now is a totally opposite thing. We see now. I don't have that faith. I don't have that respect for them anymore. If I do, it's very little. It's just might be a handful. We might be keeping the morality, uplifted. But many of them is get caught up in the FRN so much. And by the way, for those who don't know what FRN is speaking of, I'm speaking about the money, the greenbacks, the US, the Jamaican, whatever money it may be. We all need money to survive. I'm not disputing the fact that money is not good. I'm just saying this is to where morality should lead and not your own thought. Matter of fact, let me get the scripture. Okay. All right, this is one that we said, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline from the word of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and withal get understanding. So the scripture says, get wisdom, and don't forget it, but withal get understanding. Now, trusting yourself, it also can be deadly. Because the point where you don't have an understanding there now because you know depending on your own mind, not on also your own mind, so-called white man mind, as whatever so-called white man teach, and that's what we're seeing now. Now, with that said, the scripture say, um, trust in the Lord, all thine heart, lean not in their own understanding, because their own understanding can lead us off, and we're seeing that now. We see where our own understanding becomes a rope around our neck, and that have to do with, like I just not long ago said, our entertainment used to be these moral keepers. They may not be the holy, and they weren't perfect, but to put forth certain things and uphold it is very important. Now, we don't have none of that. They are just, you know, the same as so-called white one. You know, one of our, should I say, poor people, whatever, God or whatever it may be, in COVID time, he was telling the people to take the job. And we wouldn't expect it from him. You know? So they're taking time, matter of fact, they're fully crossed of trusting them own thought, thinking that the Mosai, you know, is no longer in charge. Matter of fact, they're thinking the so-called white man is their God. Because if they were with the Mosai, they would have known that, hey, if me lose FRN that me running down, the Mosai gonna have my back. The Mosai gonna make me eat same way. The Mosai gonna make me sleep same way. The Mosai gonna protect my children same way. But guess what? Because you don't trust or have this faith in the Mosai, you know, you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna lose my fame. People gonna look down on me. People gonna be not gonna have enough money for the tours, or I can't fly out, or I can't do this. Because guess what? I don't have enough money, and to have this cash to obtain these things, you have to do what the East say if you do. Sing, don't sing more homosexual, don't burn it out. You know, don't sing more song with morals. Don't sing more song with serve God. Don't sing more song with uplifting the children. Don't sing more song for put your nation forward. Hey, you can be a witness. No, to sing a song with sense, you can't eat off of that. You can see that right now. Sing a song with morals, you know, you can't feed a family off of that right now because guess what? No people now got gravitate to that. So that can't feed her. So that easier if you do the opposite, which is what? Sing song, mislead the people, you know, encourage homosexual, you know, encourage idolatry, encourage these things. You know? These things is what in the swag, in the swing, these things bring you money. So you most of the preach and do upon these things. And these things are lead us straight to extinction. Most are going to punish your ass. Because guess what? Every rope have a end. That means every time have a end. Most I say, time will come up, your time will come up too. You know? This is Proverbs 4 and 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, but the path of the just as the shining light shine more and more unto perfect day. The way of the wicked is darkness. They know not that they stumble. So basically, you know knows they stumble. See, you know so now stumble because guess what? If the blind lead the blind, the both of them must fall into a ditch. And right now, you make the so-called blind. Blind now with FRN, which is the money. Blind now with this so-called promise or this, what you call it in America? The America dream, which is no dream.